Yeah, look. This video is powered by, as always, entertainment. If you enjoyed this content, consider becoming a patron over on patreon.com/asalways for access to the Patreon exclusive podcast, The Kill Connor Clubhouse, early access to the Cinema Room podcast, being part of polls for future videos, and other early access material. With that said, please enjoy the video. So, I'll take full responsibility for this, but the corporate giant Loot Crate has now gone bankrupt. And I'm sorry, I apologise. In the past, they sent me some incredible stuff, like the little sister toy. It's the Assassin's Creed pin. It's really sad to see them go, unfortunately. They sent out some of the best merch in the business for some of the best prices in the business. For anyone that bought a Loot Crate, which was none of you because you all have brains, thank you so much for supporting such an incredible company that gave out the best quality content for your money. I'm so sad that I will never receive another crate because, of course, they no longer exist as a company, and I've just got to try and live with that. You might know something new, boys. Is this what I think it is? Yes. For this video, I've got to have my other chair in the background, just over here, because the company that my dad works for, working on making chairs for Epic Gamers. This is one of them, and they wanted, for whatever reason, me to test it for a couple of days and then tell them any feedback that I have, such as, is it well cushioned, is it suitable for gaming, basically. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm suited to the job. But I'm just explaining one of my chairs in the background, and I'm sitting on this throne for gamers. Anyway, let's move on. Welcome back to Quickfire Topics, the series where I get your guys' topics from Twitter. If you want to be involved in future episodes of Quickfire Topics, follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. It's at LazerzZ, and you can reply to my tweets where I ask for topics for Quickfire Topics, and I'll answer your topics, and we'll talk about them, and it'll be great. And that's what the series is all about. I haven't done one for quite some time, so I thought I needed to get one done. So without further ado, let's fucking go ahead, and let's hop into your fucking topics. Topic number one is from Aidan Robertson, the offensive ape, who says, your thoughts on this new kind of theme Call of Duty is taking. Do you think the new realistic gritty theme will work, and are you excited for it? Tell you what, yes I am fucking excited for it. Call of Duty has been the same fucking shit forever, and I love Modern Warfare, I love Captain Price. This is a reimagining, it's not a continuation, which when I first found out is pretty sad, but I like this new direction for Call of Duty. I like the idea of it being realistic, of it being gritty. This is, you know, it's taking it down a new route. It looks fucking gorgeous for a start, and apparently it's kicked up a shitstorm with games journalists because they're all fucking pussies, and they're like, this is too realistic. I don't like it. Honestly, it's offensive because people die and it's realistic and I don't like it. Just fuck off. Stop playing video games. If video games can't be an art form the same way as movie and television, novels, poetry can, then fuck off, stop it. If that's genuinely what you think, you're a moron. Video games are allowed to be gritty, they're allowed to be real. Do you remember that first opening section from, I think it was Battlefield 5? Battlefield 1? Which one was it? I don't know, the one where it opens and you take control of different soldiers on the front lines, and you get to see each one of them die, and it's a real insight into what war is like. That's art. And video games can do that. And so Call of Duty taking this new approach that's trying to tell a gritty, realistic, and emotionally invoking story, I'm all for it. Let's fucking see it and let's fucking have it. Let's hope it's heavy hitting, let's hope it's realistic, let's hope it fucking fucks us up. Because that's what true art does, and I look forward to it. Next up from Mr. Jamie Burns says, picture the storyline you would do if you were in charge of the Obi-Wan series. Okay. I don't know why I picked this one, because I don't have a story. I mean, Obi-Wan spent all of his time at Tatooine, right? So, what would we have him do? I tell you what, I don't really know. But I'll tell you a story that did pique my interest. I hope they don't do it, but I think it's an interesting concept. It's something that Nick Aftermath talked about on Kill Connor Club fucking years ago, was that basically have it be John Wick, but it's Obi-Wan. So Obi-Wan's, I don't know, his Womp Rat gets killed, and Obi-Wan goes and just fucks them all up, and it's Ewan McGregor, and it's sick. Do that. There you go. There you go. You're welcome. Next one's from Mitch, who says, thoughts on Sony buying Insomniac. So I didn't keep up with Gamescom, but apparently Sony announced a bunch of studios that they've now acquired, and Insomniac is one of them. If you didn't know, Insomniac weren't a Sony studio, even though they did produce Spider-Man PS4, which was an exclusive for PS4. Insomniac, however, were independent. They were just hired by Sony, I believe, or they went to Sony. Anyway, Sony published Spider-Man, and so that's why it was a Sony exclusive, because it was a Sony published game. But this is good news, because this means that now Sony owning the studio means we're going to get probably higher quality products. It means that Sony are going to put a lot more money into Insomniac as a studio, meaning that Spider-Man 2 should be a bigger game, it should be a lot of things, and I'm looking very much forward to what Insomniac does moving forward. However, does this mean they can be less creative? Maybe, but maybe it also gives them more opportunities to do other things and start new IPs. Who knows? The only time can tell, but Sony are very good with the studios that they own, in which case, I'm not worried that Sony's going to fuck anything up, because they're very good with what they own. Next up from Josh, who says, thoughts on Greedfall, a new RPG coming soon, very Witcher/Dragon Age-esque, you should check it out. I've never seen anything about this game. I remember, I think, seeing a trailer, and I was like, looks, yeah, okay, I'm not playing it, but maybe I was wrong. Let's have a look. Greedfall. I don't know what to expect, because I remember seeing the first trailer and being like, it looks kind of shit, but who knows. Okay, so we got some ships.
Welcome to Greedfall.
Welcome, okay, Greedfall. Assassin's Greedfall. I don't know who that is.
Explore the uncharted island of Tir Freddy.
Hello.
Promises of secrets.
Does look very Dragon Age-y.
From the very beginning, you're given the freedom to make your character unique. Decide on your appearance from a range of options before diving into your starting skills, attributes, and talents.
And so the day has finally come.
It looks very pretty as a game.
Place with stasis and unleash devastating spells.
It looks very, yeah, Witcher, Dragon Age-esque. Like, combine the two. This looks really cool.
An array of traps, bombs, poison.
It all depends on what the acting, story, and stuff is like.
It's on the target you wish.
Okay, there you go.
All
Alright.
styles of play benefit from the use of Fury, a potent mix of pieces of customizable equipment, armor, and clothing.
Wow.
Letting you delve deep into creating your own look and play style. Many of you will develop skills that offer alternative solutions. Characters from a diverse range of factions joins you on the island.
This looks very interesting as a game. That looked pretty sick. Not gonna lie, that went completely under my radar, and that looks like just the thing I'm sort of looking for. Like, you know, a deep RPG. It just depends what the story and stuff is like, whether that's good or not. But yeah, that came as quite a surprise. That came as quite a surprise. I reckon I might have to give that one a go. And see what it's like. That looks very, very interesting. Thank you for telling me about it. Next up is from Sky My Guy, who says thoughts on Avengers gameplay. I knew this one would come up. A lot of people have asked me this one. Yeah, it looks really bad. It looks really fucking bad. The juttery animations, the simplicity of like combat, even just the HUD and like structure, and it just looks messy. It looks messy, and the graphics aren't even that good. It honestly, like, it just looks like a PS3 game. Like, it does not look good. Not even a little bit good. Even if the story is like, you know, fun, the game still looks really bad. And it's a shame. It's a big shame, because Spider-Man was so good. And now the next Marvel game coming out looks not very good. I mean, maybe they'll polish things and change things up. We might even see a delay. But at the stage right now, that gameplay that we've seen, it looks really fucking bad. And I'm not even going to play it. If it comes out like that, I'm not touching it, because it's just not good enough. Sort out. Give it longer. Just no. Let's figure things out a little bit. Next up from Mario538, he says, with lots of Star Wars stuff coming up, what are you looking forward to the most? The Kenobi Show, Clone Wars, The Mandalorian, you name it. I'll name it, thank you. Also, what do you host of The Rise of Skywalker? First up, okay, what am I most excited for about Star Wars? Number one, gotta be Clone Wars. Obviously, Obi-Wan show, second closest, but I know that this Clone Wars is gonna deliver. It's Dave Filoni, it's Clone Wars. It's gonna deliver. Obi-Wan, yeah, very looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Ewan McGregor, of course, gonna be fucking sick, but we don't know anything about it yet, so I can't say if I'm excited for it. But definitely Clone Wars, number one. I cannot wait for Clone Wars. Rise of Skywalker, what am I hoping for? I'm hoping that it concludes the entire saga of Star Wars films from episode 1 to episode 9. Hopefully it makes The Last Jedi better in a sense, you know, the things that they did in that movie. I would hope there's a lot of callbacks to older movies, and it feels very satisfying as a closure to the Star Wars saga as a Star Wars fan. I want the prequels and I want the original trilogy to feel, and the sequel trilogy to all feel important to this final film. It almost needs to be the end game of Star Wars. It's got to be satisfying, it's got to be conclusive, and it's got to have a lot of fan service in there as well. And hopefully that's what we get from Rise of Skywalker. Next up, we've got MQJ, who says, describe Watch Dogs Legion in 30 seconds. No. No. Next up is from Cat Beast, who says, what's your next big video project coming out in late September? Well, you'll have to wait, won't you, until late September. No, I'm gonna put out a teaser soon, I think. I'm not sure when, but I'm gonna put out some sort of teaser soon. Actually teasing what it is. I don't want, because I want to get people excited and thinking about it. You know, this next project is something that I'm really excited about, but I don't want to just up and say it and then leave it months. Like, I want it to be like, I'm working on a thing, and then wait a while, and when I know that it's coming along well, I'll pop out a teaser, a proper teaser, and people can be like, oh, this is so epic. But I'm not going to put the teaser anywhere but Twitter, so if you want to be up to date on what my next big project is, follow me on Twitter. That'll be great. And I've already said that what I'm working on after this one is going to be Saints Row, so I'll do this one, and then I'm going to do something Saints Row. Be like, well, no, okay, I do this one, then I'm doing my Assassin's Creed 2 10 years later type thing, then I'll do Saints Row. Or maybe the other way around, depends how it pans out. But I'm looking forward to it, this should be a good one. Okay, next up we've got from JustMax, who says, what happened to Minecraft, your Minecraft series that you were going to start on LazerzZ Extra? I don't know, man, what did happen to it? And it wasn't that I was going to start a series, it's that I was going to continue my old one, and I just never really got around to it, so look, there's still hope that I'll do it, and if I am going to do it, maybe I'll start up an entirely new one, because I want to bring in an audience, because Minecraft's big, and I don't think anyone's going to tune into episode 141 of a Minecraft series that's been running for 5 years, so maybe I will, hang on, how long has it been running for? Shit, 7 years, Jesus Christ, so maybe I'll start up a new one soon, I don't know, but I do want to do some Minecraft while it's still popular, because it's good, it's nostalgia, it's fun. We'll see. Oh, and finally from Mohammed, who says, who do you think should be the face of the MCU now that Spider-Man's out? Yeah, look, I thought it should all have, like, I mean, I fucking love Spider-Man. But I do think the face of the MCU, and I've always thought this, should be Falcon. It should be Sam Wilson as Captain America, because he's so fucking awesome. And if you want to hear our full thoughts on the MCU Phase 4 and 5 and going forward and what we're going to be getting, and this was before the Spider-Man news, so ignore the Spider-Man 3 talk in there, go check out our MCU Phase 4 and 5 video that me and Tyler did. It's like a super 2.5 hour long video, in person, talking. We flick stuff up on screen. Sorry, I was yawning. We flick stuff up on screen. We're in person talking in this room. It's a great fucking conversation. It's great if you're a huge fan of the MCU. Go and check it out. I'll link it down below and on the card on the screen. But it's a good one. And that's it for this episode of Quickfire Topics. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to smack a like. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And join in the next episode of Quickfire Topics, because it's great. I always want you there. Sorry, I feel really, like, dozy. I'm really out of it. It's super hot in here. I've turned my fan off and I've closed my window. It's nearly September. Why is it so warm? What are we doing? I don't understand it. It's horrible and I don't like it. We need to stop. Not a fan. No good. Anyway, thanks so much for joining, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later on, boys. Catch you later.